All right. So next we got Jericho versus a jobber. And the jobber was introduced as Action Andretti.
Yes,
I
CZW.
thought he looked like a cross between Dante Martin and who else did I say? Ricky Starks, but with a little bit of Will Ospreay mixed in.
I will admit, I thought it was one of the top flight guys at first.
Yeah. He looks like Dante Martin before you knew who Dante Martin was.
Yes.
And he's kind of small-ish, but Jericho's big for AEW, so he's probably not that small compared to everybody else.
Well, he's been on Dark before, so
Yeah, he's wrestled a bunch of times on Dark.
Yeah.
So the crowd's chanting, "You tapped out" at Jericho. They're chanting, "Let's go, jobber." I noticed right away Andrade got some chops on him, and then Jericho just gives him 10 clotheslines in the corner, and then they chanted Ocho on the 8th one, and they were doing that all night. It's already driving me nuts. I wrote that the jobber wasn't really selling anything.
You're not allowed to say that.
I know, but he was
Mr. 1, 2, sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He was like the jobber was getting the crap beat out of him, and he just wasn't selling anything. And and then Jericho went for the code breaker, but the jobber kicked out. And I wrote down, like, good Lord. And then the Excalibur goes, unthinkably, this is going to go through a commercial break. So we get back from the commercial break, and the crowd's chanting, "Oh, let's go, jobber." And it's like, and the crowd is like so into this guy, and he just keeps getting comeback after comeback. Jericho poked him in the eye, dropped him with a forearm. Andrade took him down with a clothesline. Then he hit him with a backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. Crowd is losing their minds. He hits a split-bladed moonsault, but Jericho got the knees up. Okay, so that's going to be it. He goes for the Judas effect. He ducks out of the Judas effect and rolls Jericho up. He hits a springboard enziguri and clothesline Jericho out of the ring. Then he goes for a springboard, but Jericho catches him. And we're like, okay, that's it. And then he rolls him up for 2 when he tries the lion salt. Then he kips up and the crowd explodes him. He drops him on his head. He hits a standing shooting star press, and he pinned Jericho.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? And so, okay, I said, first of all, okay, if they've got plans for this guy, if he's going to be like the 1, 2, 3 kid, this was great. This was outstanding. This was awesome. The history tells me that Jericho is just going to beat the shit out of him in 2 minutes the next time they wrestle, and we're never going to see him again, except on Dark. I hope to God that doesn't happen.
I think yes. Let's get some certain things out of the way.
Okay.
In my other neighborhood, break them ropes.
Yeah.
I have been saying that this needs to happen for the last 2 years, but I was pushing it for people like Jungle Boy to beat him clean. Takeshita, people like that. Yes. Oh yeah, we've said here about Takeshita. That's what he needs. He needs one big win, clean as a sheet. That's what he needs. This is straight out of Stanford. Crazy mother effer named Vince. If they think there's something in this guy, I don't want to see him with Jericho for another 3 months.
No, I mean, and you know what? The guy got over. And
he got over. He got a clean win, and he's done. Let's get him away from her. Let's move him on his way.
He's got a good look.
If we put him against Jericho, he's dead.
Yeah.
After next week, if they beat him, because that's what 50-50 booking is, kids. And it's one of those things. It's the Captain Sean Dean push. Remember where he has 2 quote unquote wins against MJF,
except this was
better. This was
like better. A 12-minute match.
Yes.
And I mean, when I was looking up the factory thing, I looked on Cage Match. This has a consensus star rating of like 4.25 stars. Like, I didn't go that high, but I mean, this was great.
This is an introduction you give to a guy that you're about to push to the moon.
This is what should have happened with Takeshita on his first match, the first time you ever saw him. What everyone was thinking he should do to Moxley. I was going back and forth with Kevin. Kevin was at the show live. And you'll see this. It's in that little DM combo we have with, it's the Boom Goes the Dynamite combo on Twitter.
Right.
And I said this should have been Takeshita. Kevin thinks that it wouldn't have worked as well because you don't want Takeshita's first big win come when Jericho's in a slump. Now, hold on. because I just watched Jericho beat every single guy that fought for the Ring of Honor title. He had a match with Claudio on Saturday that he tapped out in, but there was nothing about Jericho being in a slump that was part of the storyline of this match. They didn't.
Yeah, that was.
Was there?
That was up in the preamble that he was so mad that he lost, that he's in a bit of a slump, that he wants to beat a jobber, and he should have called him a local competitor, and that would have helped a lot more here as well.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Because and if they could have announced Action Andretti being from like Dallas, Texas, or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was nothing in the commentary to say that Jericho was off his game or that he was distracted or anything. It was, it was this guy went from being Ring of Honor champion to losing to this guy, and now the win that Claudio just had on Saturday looks bad because he just got beat by a jobber.
I'll give you another option that they might do here, and I don't think it's much better. He's gonna re-challenge to a match next week, and the other guy's gonna win again, and it's gonna be okay. Third time, I'm putting my career on the line. If I can't beat you, blah blah blah, and then go win by cheating.
Yeah, I mean that's possible. I mean, another Pineapple Pete situation.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah,
I think that's exactly what this is another Pineapple Pete situation.
And all the people that think Jericho is the rest of the year are gonna be, look at this, he made a jobber star.
Yeah.
I am going to be listening to Wrestling Observer Radio tomorrow, and I'm going to be hearing about how Action Andretti was made a star in one night.
I don't think Dave will oversell it. He might. I think Alvarez will temper him and say, let's see how this plays out next week.
Yeah.
Because Brian is cynical enough to have seen this.
We need to check and see if he's all elite yet. I don't know if he is.
Or he might wrestle. Oh, no, that's what it'd be. Third time is if Jericho can't beat him, he retires. If the kid wins, he gets a contract, and he cheats the kid out of the contract.
Yeah, that's possible too. They could have a number one contenders match for the Ring of Honor title. You never know. All right. So that, I mean, but you know what? In a vacuum, this 15 minutes of television was incredible. The crowd.
This was going to be how I would have introduced Jack Perry, to be honest with you.
This is how I would have introduced Takeshita.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this over and over again. So after the match, Andretti cage dove into the crowd. The crowd just loves this dude. Jericho was pissed off. I noticed he was sliced open. I don't know when that happened, but it was on his forearm. And the crowd was chanting, "You deserve it," as they went off.